Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video, and if this is your first time joining the channel, hi, my name is Sansha. So if you've already seen the title, we are talking all about winter boots today, and I'm going to share with you the only 4 styles of winter boots that you actually need. Now, you won't necessarily need all 4 of these styles. It definitely depends on your personal style as well as your lifestyle, but these styles are tried and true in my wardrobe. I know they are practical, I get a lot of wear out of them, and they will definitely cover you for all different occasions. So before we jump into the boots that I think you should own for winter, I want to just give you a quick backstory. So over the last 4 years, I've become a real expert in buying boots that suit my lifestyle, that suit my personal style, and whatever I already have in my wardrobe, which means that the boots that I'm going to show you get a ton of wear. I really wear them on repeat, and if you follow me over on Instagram, where I share a lot more styling content, then you would have definitely seen these before. None of the boots that I'm going to show you are new. One pair is from last year and the others are 2 or 3 years old, and that just goes to show that if you buy the right pair of boots, then you will wear it every single season. No need to purchase that same style every single season, and it does take a bit of trial and error to figure out what styles suit you and what you are going to wear the most. But before we moved to Canada, while I still lived in South Africa, I didn't really pay attention to the boots that I needed. I always went for something that I loved, that was a bit more trendy, or it was just a unique color. I still stuck to neutrals, but I didn't necessarily go for neutral colors that suit whatever I already have in my wardrobe, or I went for a boot that had a very high heel, which meant I just rarely wore them. So I'm going to share with you the tips that I have when purchasing boots to hopefully help you make the right purchasing decision so you don't have to purchase your boots every single season. So I'm going to start with flat, more casual boots, and the first style of boots that I can't picture my winter wardrobe without is a pair of black riding boots. Now, these were actually my first designer purchase when we moved to Canada. These are a pair of Coach boots, and I can't tell you how much wear I've gotten out of them. They're great to wear with leggings, with skinny jeans, even with some slim straight leg jeans, and they just elevate an outfit a lot more than a pair of sneakers would. But in my opinion, they're just as comfortable, and they are great at keeping your legs nice and warm. So what I typically look for when I purchase a pair of knee-high boots, whether it's flat or whether it has a bit of a heel, is I like to go for a straight shaft. I don't love anything that is tutu fitted. I just feel that that can look a bit dated, and if you have a bit of room around your leg, then it's really easy to tuck in slightly looser fitting jeans. So I absolutely love these. If I had to purchase another pair of black knee-high boots, I would probably just go for something that doesn't have hardware on it, just because I feel like this sometimes limits me when it comes to the jewelry and accessories I typically only go for gold jewelry or handbags and belts with gold hardware when I wear these boots. So that's a lesson that I have learned. Go for boots that don't have any real visible big chunky pieces of hardware, and I love them. I started with a pair of black boots, and this is by far my most worn pair of riding boots, and a couple of years after I purchased these, I bought a pair of brown boots. And when I actually just moved to Canada, I had to build my winter wardrobe from scratch, and I decided to start with black shoes and black accessories because that is what I wore the most, and that at that time went well with all the clothing that I already owned. So if you don't know where to start, black is a really great place, and then once you have a black pair, a few seasons after that, you can add a pair of tan riding boots or a pair of brown riding boots, depending on what you need and the colors in your wardrobe. The next style of flat boots that I think is essential for winter is a pair of ankle boots. And these are great to wear with your jeans and trousers that you can't wear with riding boots. So anything that is slightly wider that won't tuck into riding boots, so straight leg jean, barrel leg jean, balloon style, even a cigarette or a tapered trouser that is slightly wider on top that maybe looks awkward with a riding boot, they will all work really well with a ankle boot for winter. Now, the style of ankle boot that you go for will definitely depend on where you live. So if you live somewhere where it gets cold but maybe you only get a bit of rain, then you can definitely go for a minimal classic Chelsea boot with a thinner sole. But if you live somewhere where you tend to get a bit of snow during winter, then I would recommend going for a chunkier style. Not necessarily in the body of the boot, it doesn't have to be like a biker boot or anything chunky on top, just the sole, because that will just be a lot more practical when it does end up snowing. So what I look for when it comes to a flat ankle boot for winter is, number one, the tread, so that I don't slip on the icy sidewalks. I've seen a few styles of chunkier ankle boots that I love, but then I pick them up and they're completely smooth underneath, and that will just be disastrous on those icy sidewalks. So I look for some tread that will just prevent me from slipping. If they are waterproof, then that is a bonus. And the other thing, style wise, that I definitely look for is a fitted shaft around the ankle, and that just makes them really easy to style with your jeans and trousers. They're a lot more flattering if they're fitted around the ankle, and all of your pants will just seamlessly go over the boots. So I actually had this exact same pair in black, but I wore them through, so I had to get rid of them, and I am on the hunt for a pair of black chunkier ankle boots for winter, just because I end up wearing black a lot more than any other color. But I will link some of my favorites that I've seen, and these are just a really go-to for me, especially when it starts snowing. Then on to the slightly dressier heeled boots. Starting with a pair of knee-high boots. These I bought from Massimo Dutti 2 winters ago now, and they've been one of my best purchases, and I can't tell you how many times I've styled these. They are just really great. They have a bit of a kitten heel, so they do give that dressy feel, but they're still really comfortable. And I think a kitten heel height is just a lot more versatile than a very high tall boot. And then they are also slightly pointed and square in front, so that makes them really flattering. And these are absolutely amazing to style with dresses and skirts during winter, whether that is maxi, midi, or a short skirt or dress. These will work with all of them. They're also really great if you want a dressier boot option to style with leggings or skinnier jeans, because they have that bit of a heel. So these are definitely one of my favorite styles of boots for winter, and a style that I go back to time and time again. So if you don't already own a pair of heeled black knee-high boots, then I highly recommend getting a pair, because you just won't regret it. So what I look for when it comes to a heeled ankle boot, again, I love a straight shaft. That just feels a lot more modern to me, and again makes it really easy to tuck in your leggings or your jeans. But I absolutely love a straight shaft, and I think that is kind of the style that we are seeing a lot more of at the moment. And then obviously a little heel. As I said, a kitten heel will be a lot more versatile, because they just work for more dressy outfits, but also kind of more smart casual outfits, because the heel isn't too high, and they're really great and comfortable for doing lots of walking. And then I also look for a slightly pointed toe. So the style of toe that you go for will definitely depend on your personal preference. Either you go for a very pointed toe, something that is slightly more square like I have, or you can go for a rounded, more almond shaped toe. Whatever your preference is, that is most likely the style that you will get the most wear out of. But yes, again black, because that is just the color that I tend to get the most wear out of. And once you have a pair of black heeled knee-high boots, then you can introduce other colors to your wardrobe. And I do think it's worth it having a pair of heeled ankle boots in addition to some heeled knee-high boots. They suit different outfits, different styles of looks, and I definitely get a lot of wear out of both of them. And obviously the ankle boots will work really well with everything that you won't necessarily wear knee-high boots with. These typically work very well with trousers and jeans, not necessarily skirts or dresses because of the height and just where it cuts off your leg. So I wear these mostly with my trousers and my jeans, but they are just really great and versatile. So what I look for when it comes to heeled ankle boots, similar to the points I mentioned for the knee-high boots, so a small little kitten heel, comfortable, really easy to walk in, but also really versatile heel height. I think this can read either very dressy or more smart casual. So I myself get a lot more wear out of a kitten heel height than I do like out of a 4-inch heel. And then when it comes to the toe, I prefer an elongated toe. This one is long with a slightly square point, but you can go for a true pointed ankle boot, or you can go for a slightly rounded toe shape. So whatever you prefer will work. And then when it comes to styling, I find the most flattering and easy to style ankle boot style has to be fitted around the ankle. As I said, really flattering, and it just makes it really easy to slip underneath your jeans and your trousers. So those are the points that I typically look for in a pair of heeled ankle boots. And again, black, because it just goes with everything. And I am sorted with black ankle boots for a few years now because I just love these. Even though I got them last year, they still feel really modern and they just look so stylish and chic. So those are the 4 styles of winter boots that I think are essential for the upcoming season. At least in my wardrobe, I get so much wear out of these. So I will do a roundup of all of the different categories, some of my favorite styles that I've seen recently. I will put everything on the screen, but I will also link it on my LTK. And if I didn't have any of these styles and I basically had to start from scratch, I would probably start with a pair of chunkier flat ankle boots for more casual outfits, and then probably a heeled knee-high boot for more dressy outfits. The beauty of a heeled knee-high boot is you can actually still wear it underneath your wide leg trousers. So that is a bit of a tip. If you don't have a pair of heeled ankle boots, then definitely try wearing your heeled knee-high boots under your wider style trousers. It works like a dream. So yes, let me know if you loved this video, if I should do a roundup of other essentials or categories for winter. But shoes definitely are one of my favorite things to talk about. So yes, I hope this video was helpful in case you are like me and there's maybe one of these categories that you are on the lookout for. I hope that the tips were really helpful, just to make sure that you kind of make considerate purchases, so that once you buy a pair of boots, you have it for a few seasons to come and you don't have to look for that same style repeatedly. So yes, hopefully it was helpful, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, and don't forget to go and give me a follow over on Instagram. I would love to see you over there as well, and I will chat you again in the next video. Bye everyone.